How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Kiziewheels here. We are back with another electric scooter video, the new Roadrunner RX7. Just my thoughts. Now, I've been aware of this scooter from when they started promoting it, and I've always been paying attention to Roadrunner, like the electric scooters. It's just that most of their scooters never really catch my attention, but this Roadrunner RX7 seems like their flagship, and I think it's gonna make some waves, and I believe that it has a lot of potential to actually give them kind of a headway into the high performance electric scooters in the market right now. I think they can get a heads up on everybody because I think that the owner is doing something that most people that make these electric scooters don't normally do, which is he's actually going to the place that the scooter is being manufactured, which is in Shanghai, China, I believe, and he's there on ground checking everything, making sure that everything is good. As some of you guys already know, I've said this multiple times, China makes good products. A lot of you always, oh, Chinese product is not good, blah, blah, blah. No. China makes good products. The only issue is that there's so many competition and people just want to copy and duplicate without no quality check, and that's always the problem. So when the owner goes there, like Melvin from Voro Motors, always goes to place that's being manufactured and checks everything, then you get good products, because your iPhones are made in China and there's good products, even though they're overpriced. But I believe his name is Adele. What he's doing is great, and this is another thing that piqued my interest. When the owner of a product invests his time into making sure that the quality and the safety of his product is top priority, that is what captures my interest. As you guys already know, if you have been watching my channel, that's one of the things that piques my interest, is the attention that the owner of the product and the customer service and the safety of the customers being priority is always gonna catch my attention any day. So just want to kind of give you guys some quick breakdown of what we're expecting with this scooter, and I'm going to always give you guys my honest feedback. This is feedback, okay? And most of the time, some companies take feedback the wrong way, and I'm not sure why, because when you don't get an honest feedback from people, it means that on the next scooter that you make or the next product that you make, you don't know what to improve on, because everybody just kisses your ass and don't tell you, hey, maybe this should be a little bit bigger, maybe this should be a little bit beefier, maybe you should adjust it, maybe this suspension should be a better suspension, and they don't say anything. Especially if those have been offered scooters for free, or you get a discount, or maybe you're just a fanboy for the product and you don't tell them like an honest feedback. I never sugarcoat anything, and I'm never gonna do that. I really don't care. Most companies have refused to work with me because of this, and I don't care. I don't care. I'm always gonna give an honest feedback, because I believe at the end of the day, it helps the company to improve on not only the quality of their products, but also move the company forward to the next stage of whatever they're gonna make. It also reduces the amount of complaints after the product is sold. This is extremely important. A lot of companies don't think about this. When you give an honest feedback and people know exactly what they're getting into about the scooter, and you just give an honest review, people can't complain about something they're already aware of in the scooter. I'm happy and I'm excited about what Roadrunner is doing, and I'll give you guys some of the specs of what's going on here. Let's jump into the phone. I've been just going through the website all day today, just checking this thing out. Pretty sure some of you guys have already seen the promos. I'm sure you have seen the promo, and one of the things that I really like about this RX that's coming out is gonna be that removable battery. Removable battery, I always think that most scooters that are coming out now should have a removable battery, because a lot of places now, or apartments or whatnot, don't want you to have your scooter inside the building, especially if it has those bigger batteries. So being able to remove the battery, it can help kind of negotiate with your apartment manager or whoever that's in charge, like, well, I can take the battery off and store it out somewhere that's a bit safer if that's the case. And you might be able to negotiate a better, deal or something with where you're staying, because that's the good thing about these electric scooters. Since you have to store them inside of, wherever you live, some people are just worried. These things have bigger batteries. If catch on fire, burn everything down. So some people are worried, even though your phone can also catch on fire and burn everything down. But they are mainly worried about scooters because, they gotta find a way to regulate these things and make money off of us. But yeah, the RX is gonna be a competition to a lot of scooters that are on the market. And I'm actually very proud of Roadrunner for, taking the leap on creating something like this. Even though I'm not really a big fan of these light things that are on the side, I still think it's new. To a certain extent, it's very new, because we guys already know Dutron have those lights that goes up and down, and most of us don't like those lights. The LGBT lights that they have. This light looks pretty interesting. It looks unique. It reminds me of is it Tron? I don't know if you guys remember that movie. I'll just give you guys some of the specs of what to expect. I guess the initial specs is that it says in the very beginning, let me just go up real quick and show you guys that, because you always get these ones first. So it's saying right here 3,600 watts dual motor, 72 volts, 40 amp hour battery. So we're looking at the same size of battery as the Dutron Thunder 2 that's here. Top speed of 70 miles per hour. Now, of course, you guys have to careful with the top speed. When companies say this, it might be with somebody who's lighter. The condition of the road, battery, and all that stuff do come to play. But I can tell you that if a company says that their scooter is going to get you to 70 miles per hour, that you are 100% guaranteed that that scooter is going to do at least 50 or 56 miles per hour. That's a guarantee. If the company, like the battery is a good battery, because they're using Samsung battery, removable battery, which I think is a really good battery. Samsung batteries are known to have a punch, so it delivers power like almost instantly. I think LG is like mainly gradual for their batteries. Samsungs are known to deliver a lot of power like quickly, so that's gonna happen. This 70, just be mindful. Don't go and start complaining if you don't get 70 miles per hour. I know some of you want to get that, but chances are that you might not. You might need to lose pounds to be maybe 120 pounds to get that. But if you're like 190, 200 and something pounds, you're not gonna get that. If you get one about 56 miles per hour, 60 miles per hour, then that's pretty much it. I know some of you want to get more, but it might do it. Also, it has the MAGURA MT5E brakes. These are good brakes. I'm happy that now a lot of electric manufacturers are actually putting the MT5 or MT7 Pro on their scooters. MAGURA has really good brakes. If you really want to go on the low end, I would say the nut brakes are much better than Zoom brakes. Zoom brakes always end up being too soft, and even after you bleed them, still have issues. So this is really a good step for Roadrunner, so great choice. And then they threw in PMT tires. Yo, PMT tires are the best. You guys already know I have a bunch of them right here. I have a bunch of PMT tires right there, and so they chose PMT tires, which is absolutely perfect for this type of scooter, especially for the speed. It can actually help you to achieve that speed that they're talking about, maybe getting to 68 miles per hour. But again, these are still like speculations until we actually see this being done. So you are gonna get PMT tires out the box for this scooter, which is perfect. Another thing is the IP6 rating. This is actually gonna have a waterproof. It's going to be waterproof, not just weather sealed, but completely waterproof. The owner, he said that he sprayed water all over the scooter and everything, and nothing happened to it. He left it for months, so he's been doing testing. Now he's in Shanghai, China, at the production center, and he's doing all this testing to make sure that everything comes out good. Also, there's going to be a steering dampener for this thing. So I scrolled all the way down real quick. I guess we'll just run through this, like things that are gonna come with the scooter that you're gonna be getting. They're gonna give you a bag, air compressor, some tool sets. Oh wow, there's some serious tools right there that they're adding right there. It's pretty good. I say it's included accessories, up to $250 in value. Hope you guys can see that. Wow, shout out to Roadrunner for that. You're gonna give people a lot of tools to work on this scooter. Why would you appreciate this? Now, I'm just gonna tell you guys. I like the fact that they're doing this because most of you need to understand this. If you're getting a scooter like this, you're gonna have to make some of the minor adjustments or some small fixes yourself. It's not everything that you have to ship back to the company or take it to somewhere to go fix. You're gonna have to do these things yourself to cut the costs down. That's why these scooters are supposed to be easy to maintain. A lot of manufacturers always think about this, so I think this is why Roadrunner is adding all these tools for you, so you'll be able to, even for tire changing. Wow, that is really nice. This is the first time I've seen any company adding those tools. Like, that's really good. So shout out to Roadrunner for that. Okay, so speed and yeah, the steering dampener. Now the folding clamp area that we all see right here, I will go to the video in a minute, but the folding clamp is similar to the Nami Bun E folding clamp, but the only difference here is that this is gonna be full steel. The whole assembly is gonna be steel, none of that aluminum, none of that, you know, no cheap stuff in there. It's gonna be full steel because he doesn't want anything breaking. The owner does not want anything breaking on this thing. He has already seen all the issues that the Nami had, and he doesn't want to make the same mistakes. So steering dampener is going to be included on this scooter when you get it. Now a lot of companies have started shipping out their scooters with a steering dampener included. One of the reasons why I always say this, no matter how, I guess, some of these scooters are, or no matter what skills that you have, what skill sets you have when riding an electric scooter, you're gonna have some situations that a steering damper is going to save your life. It's going to help you save, you know, falling. A lot of people think that, you know, if you ride a certain way or whatnot, that you are never going to experience any speed wobble or anything like that. That is true. You know, if you tuck your elbow in, bring your body lower to the deck, yes, you can ride and not experience any speed wobble or whatnot. What happens if you hit a bump while you're going 60 miles per hour on an 11-inch tire? It's not something you want to ever experience without a steering damper. I'm going to tell you guys this right now. You do not want to experience that. I have experienced it before on my Dutron Thunder 2, but I have 2 steering dampers on the Dutron Thunder 2, and when I hit this bump, oh, the scooter almost felt like it was going to fly up. Like it like pretty much just got up from my feet. Those steering dampers kept even though I was tucked in, make sure that my steering was straight. So when it landed back down, it was straight and I just kept going. What would have happened if you do not have your steering damper on there is the moment that it goes off the floor, even if you have a slight wheel turn like this, just a little bit wheel turn like that, it can cause a crash. So for some of you who do not know what steering damper does, that is how it saves life. Even motorcycles have steering dampers on them. So don't think that, oh, they add steering damper because they know there's gonna be speed wobble, No, it's not that. Sometimes it just saves your life, man. All right, so like I talked about the battery, this battery thing is going to be a game changer because it's a removable battery. Big battery, 72 volt, 40 amp. I know some people probably want bigger battery. People always want bigger battery, 45 amp, 50 amp. Calm down. These scooters are supposed to be portable. You're supposed to be able to carry it. If you ever run, you know, you're going somewhere, something happens, you're supposed to pick it up, put it in the back of a car and go. You're not supposed to require 2 people to lift your scooter. If you require 2 people people to lift your scooter, or you require a ramp, carry a scooter, or you need a van to carry a scooter, that is no longer a scooter. That is a motorcycle. The battery, I think 40 amp is a pretty good battery, pretty decent. And you're gonna get pretty good, decent range, depending on your riding, how you ride the scooter. So yeah, good job for the battery. I think is good. 40 amp removable battery is good. That's good. I think the Wolf King GTR has 35, and this is a little bit bigger. Much better, much better. So I already talked about these brakes, the MAGURA brakes, perfect for this scooter, and the PMT tires, absolutely perfect. That's the way to go. I think most of these scooters should be coming out with those PMT tires, and I think they're probably gonna pre-seal it and add some what is it, puncture proof, you know, those things in there, and balance it out, because a lot of times you get scooters and the tires are not really like well balanced, and you get those wobble, doesn't feel good. Now their controller is due. Now it's due 50 amp controllers, I believe, sine wave, so you're gonna get that smooth acceleration with the controller. That's like 100 amp like together controller. I'm not sure if it's gonna be able to push up that 70 mile per hour. We'll see, because like I said, once this thing is tested, then we're gonna be able to confirm whether you can actually achieve these things or not. But this is their own controller. They might have some sprinkled dust of magic in there that allows it to push out all that power or do it more efficiently than other controllers. But you know, from experience, controllers that is this like 50 amp, never seen them be able to achieve 70 like that. But because I believe the Wolf King GTR, I believe, is 110 pushing out, so 110 amp. This one is pretty much 100, and I don't think the Wolf reaches 70. Maybe it does. I think I've seen it here 68. That's the top speed I've seen the Wolf King GTR do. And also the in-motion areas, maybe 65 or 63. And those are, I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure, but we'll see. We'll see. The motors, it says the output for the motor, that's the peak output, 8,000 watt. Let's see here. This other stuff, safety, yes, we appreciate that. Now this scooter weighs 119 pounds, and the max load is 400 pounds. And like I said, the 2 amp hour power, like amp controllers, sine wave controllers, there's something here I'm not understanding. It's not due 3,600 watt motor. It's due 1,800 watt motor. It's kind of confusing, man, but I think each of the motor is like 1,800, and maybe each of them can output 36 like out like their max. They have to, you know, make that a little bit more clear, of course. And size of the battery, charge time, if you guys are wondering, it says it's gonna take 4 to 5 hours to charge. Charging ports, we have 2 charging ports, which is good. And the tires, these PMT tires are actually a little bit wider, so 11x4 tubeless PMT tires, so they're gonna be wider. Suspension, they have dual suspension. It says dual suspension for both of them, like maybe the front and the back. I think the back, is it dual? I think the back is dual suspension, so there's 2 suspension in the back, but the front will probably be 1, unless they have, but I think the front will probably be like 1 suspension in the front, and then the back of it, they will put 2 on there. That's mainly the setup for these things. The deck looks pretty good, and you have that kick, is it the footrest right there? Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I think this is gonna be an interesting scooter to actually see what it's going to do. Now of course I'll show you guys the video, the owner, and show you guys what it's looking like so far, because they have been doing the production thing for a minute now. Already updating the shipping for those of you who did not know. So that's Del Ross. This is the scooters right now. They are in the production stage, and you guys see the way that the stuff is set up. It's like the Nami, so that thing looks pretty beefy. It's solid steel. That's pretty much how it goes. So they haven't added the lights and all that stuff right now. It's just bare, and I guess they are gonna put those other ones in once everything is done being set up. The main issues that they have been running into is the waterproofing. It's been taking them time to do, so they are figuring it out. They are 2 weeks behind on the shipping. Well, Dale, I would just say no rush, because I do understand what you're doing. it requires a lot of attention for him to go to the assembly line and make sure that everything is good. It means that he wants everything to come out really, really well. And if that's the case, if you ordered one of these, I think you should be very patient to make sure that you get the best out of the best right out of the box without no issues and whatnot. But you are gonna get your scooter, you know, unlike other companies that we don't know if you're gonna get the scooter or not. You actually see the production line, you see the scooters lined up, so you know you are going to get your scooter. Just be patient so the owner can make sure that everything that's on this scooter is in the best condition that it could possibly be, and hopefully when it's being shipped out, the shipping companies don't damage anything and it just comes to your door right out of the box and everything should be good and ready to go. But yeah, we're looking forward to doing more reviews about this new Roadrunner RX. Once again, this is kiziewheels. I will do some comparison between the Roadrunner RX and the InMotion RX. I will do some comparison because they have very, very similar specs. Like the batteries is pretty much the same and they kind of claim almost the same top speed, but the InMotion RX of course has a little bit more, I think a little bit more power because it has 2000 watt dual motors and the RX7 is 1800. But I will do some comparison once, you know, of course more information comes out about the scooter, and hopefully we can get like an honest feedback about it and not some promotional video and all this. I don't know, man. It's difficult to find an honest video on YouTube about products now because I don't know, it's like people just don't want to tell the truth about stuff, and it kind of messes you up because you end up buying something and you don't even know what to expect. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. You know, I'll give you guys some insights from my experience and what I think, and you can take it with a grain of salt. kiziewheels here. Thank you guys so much for supporting the platform and subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, and see you guys on the next one. Peace out.